of like, the little delinquents used to do it. Yeah. So, I guess you're right.
No, just, like the internet and everything is, people are seeing like the positivity in Japan on, just like you said before, Todd, like, you're not a delinquent if you're riding a dirt bike in the mountain. You can create industry and sell parts and things.
Yeah.
It's just so bizarre that everything comes out of that great country, but the actual people from the country don't really even ride them.
I know. It's the same.
They have to ride in America. Like
Yeah.
Tucker, what's his name? Great freestyle motocross rider. I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah, that's it's not Taka. My friend's Takashi, and he works for Honda in Japan, so he does all the development for the Hondas. And but his name's similar to that. I know the guy you're talking about.
Lots of the Taka. Yeah.
Could be Taka.
I'd love to know where they do the development though.
Yeah. They do have some. They have tracks over there. They have some championship, like they have a championship over there and stuff. But it's like you said, they're not into it like we are.
You got to have crowd support, like America. Yeah, big TV, big sponsorship, and big Monster Energy girls.
Yeah. Oh, you got to have the big Monster girls.
Hey man, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, awesome.
2
Thanks
hours
for having
already,
us.
eh?
Oh, thank you.
Epic.
Thank you.
Who do you want to thank for being here? Great race question. No.
Come on. I wouldn't be here without you.
Come on, give us a list of good sponsors that have brought you to this moment.
And your mum. Oh, and dad.
Yeah, mum and dad.
Mum and dad.
Dad to start with. And my sister. You can't forget my sister.
Can't forget your sister.
Because she's been there at all the races.
Older
when
or
I was
younger?
Younger.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Honda. Honda's been my major sponsor this year. But
Your first bike, what was your first bike? And
Honda QR50.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're just saying that.
Yeah. No,
I'm joking.
100%.
I'm joking.
Nah. And then, then I rode for KDM from when I was probably 7. So from 7 till 18, I was with them, with KDM. So yeah, it was good.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good stint.
Why do they live in Cairns? What was that?
Mum and Dad?
Yeah, do they
I think they
grow
were
up
just
there?
born there, right?
Okay.
It kind of happens like that sometimes.
Well, you don't have like a North Queensland accent at all. Like,
Ask him why he lived in
Yeah,
Rochdale. Why did you live in Rochdale?
Yeah, what happened there?
I'm from fucking Logan, mate.
Sorry,
Come on.
Logan. Why Logan?
I don't know, I was born there. I don't know.
Yeah, why did you choose there,
but people tend to move to Cairns or something,
Yeah, well, great granddad did. He come over from England, so on a boat.
Right.
As far as I know.
Okay.
He lived to 101.
Did he?
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah.
And the other side my other great granddad lived to 98.
Wow.
So yeah,
Oh,
I've got
you
some
might
pressure.
be around forever.
No, I
then.
got pressure.
All right, here's one. Win the championship next year and then win it in your 90s.
Yes. Masters.
Well, actually, that's a good thing. Man, just like rock and roll, like all the big bands now.
They're
I
all
was looking
making
at
a comeback.
Alice in Chains, who their singer died or something a long time ago. They went, yeah, we're playing this big festival. I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Every big name, like rock and roll is pretty much just dead kind
Yeah.
of thing. All the big names were bands that are like 20 years old. Like big festivals, and they've got these big names of these big acts that were famous 20 years ago. Well, what's to say? Because motocross and BMX and skateboarding's only 30 years old, really.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Nah,
In like
motocross
popular
is
culture, you're right.
Yeah.
Way older, but but what I mean is in
Yeah.
TV packages and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
That no one at the moment has gotten onto a masters race yet, have they?
Yeah. No,
Like
they
a
have
full
vets.
70-year-old blokes race. Like,
Yeah. They have vets. They have over 40s. Yeah, I don't know about that.
40s, and I'm 45, dude. I'm
Yeah.
still strong. I'm talking 70s. Like they
I
do
don't
in
know.
boxing. I saw a masters.
Are they?
Yeah, man. I saw
They're having heart
a
attacks,
couple of
man.
70s, but they still do it.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
There's going to be a time when there will be a bike race for 70-year-olds because
Yeah, Masters
People living longer.
it's
Supercross.
a new thing. It's still a
Yeah.
new thing.
Yeah. And you're
Go
gonna
Timber.
you're gonna lead the movement with it.
Let's hope so. That's a long
So I'm
career,
trying
hey?
to.
Why not?
Yeah, I'd love that. That'd be insane.
I love that flat track stuff, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I haven't done
That'd
much
be
of it
cool.
at all, but there's something. I don't know.
Yeah.
there's something that you can do for the rest of your life. That's the problem I've always thought with, like, oh, those poor rugby league players, you know.
Yeah.
They can only play for a certain amount of time, and then if you didn't make your money then, I'll see you in Bunnings selling me, like, screws, you know. What a crying shame.
Yeah, it is.
That's your chosen... Or you could be a violin player and not ever get a gig.
Yeah.
But you could be the best on the Gold Coast, and that's your chosen path. You know,
but that's what's awesome about it, is you see that and you're like, man, I play a violin, I'm crap. But this person, they do this, they get the big trophies, they're famous, they're this and whatever makes you happy, money might make you happy, that sort of stuff. And so then you chase that. Imagine a life without that. Like
chasing it is what you mean.
Yeah.
Like imagine without it.
Hell yeah. Man, dude, put it there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
What's the very next thing? You're not going to shake Rika's hand.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to...
I was going to kiss your hand.
Oh.
More than a woman.
You should have got a photo. So no one got a photo of that.
What's your very next... I've probably already asked you, but what's your very next thing you're going to do on a bike? Like,
what do you mean?
Some sort of... What's the next race? Like, the thing. What's the date?
Yeah, well, the AMA is like the big thing. That's the build-up.
Yeah.
So...
What's the date?
The date...
Roughly...
May it is. So it's mid-May.
Jesus, that's a long way away.
Yeah.
December.
We got a long...
Yeah.
March.
It's not like I'm doing the Olympics like 4 years away.
6 months.
6 months.
Hmm.
Okay. Calling all sponsors. How much do you really need? Can I...
Calling on all sponsors.
Yeah, well, you know when you're listening to some sports thing and they're going, we're looking for sponsors right now, you instantly get some sort of negative thing.
Yeah.
Let's break it down, because often when you really only need 18,000.
Yeah.
That's when I think you can sell stuff better.
Yeah.
Like, dude, all I actually need is $2,000 from 10 people or something.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, can you say now what would be really cool? Like, someone to buy your ticket, someone to give us $2,000 here.
Yeah.
I really
sure.
mean it, because I don't think many people do that too well in smaller sports.
Yeah.
They just kind of say the stuff they think they should say is like, we're looking for sponsors, and you go, well, what's that mean? 50 grand?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, no, that's airfares. You know, there's airfares, fuel, like these sorts of things. Food, like you said. Like,
so how much is an airfare? Because we're
there.
talking going to America, right?
Yeah.
How much would it... Like,
I think they're around 1,400. Yeah.
Yeah, and how many in your team?
So there's 2 mechanics, myself. Yeah, that's who's coming
Did
over.
your dad go with you to races?
Yeah, he's my practice mechanic now.
Excellent.
Yeah. So definitely
So
that's what's cool. Like mum and dad, they're in a position, my dad has the coolest outlook anyone could ever have. You know, like...
Really important too.
Yeah, they own their stuff, and dad's just like, you know what? Life's too short. I'm coming with you. I don't need money. So dad's...
Sitting on your shoulders as you're racing.
We're just cruising around, like, having the time of our life. Like, you know, because dad's like, I can go back to work. Dad owns his own business. He's a cabinet maker joiner. And so, yeah, he's just supporting myself. We're having a rad old time, and it's awesome. It's special that, you know, I'm 26 years old. Man. How many 26-year-old dudes get to share something with their old man?
Yeah.
Like, they probably don't even see their old man.
Man, I've got to tell you, there's a dude that I started racing with, a guy called Donnie Schatz, right?
Yeah.
And he was an American that flew from South Dakota, flew to Australia for the first year, and I raced with him, and he took me to the first strip club ever in Adelaide.
Yeah.
He was just the American guy that was good in America,
Yep.
who came to Australia in 1999. He's been the world's best for the last 15 or 14 years. He's won the Knoxville Nationals every single year. It turns out that same kid, right, has been the greatest. But I got to know him a little bit, and the one year he didn't do good, he said, I didn't do good because my dad wasn't here. My dad is... He tried to explain it over the mic, like, my dad has a way of making me feel calm before a race, and he says certain things to me, and he knows how to bring out the best to me.
Yep.
Right, and that's the best in the world.
Yeah.
Right, and you know, picture if you didn't have that key ingredient in your team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, they can see what's going on before.
Yeah.
Hey, man, don't get worried about that. We got that sorted out.
Yeah, just
like,
chill.
Your only job is to do this, and they can see it before, especially dads and shit.
Yeah.
They can see it before it happens.
Yeah.
Good on you, Steve.
Yeah.
Bloody champion.
Legend. Hey, tell us about your first strip club.
Oh, Adelaide.
Hey?
Beautiful. I can remember the girl. She looked a lot like Chrissy Lee Bates, I'll be honest. And
Drew's in love with
well,
Chrissy Lee
here's
Bates.
the everlasting regret. Speaking of Donny Shots, the world's best.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to acknowledge it. What actually happened is the laptop went flat. And it saved. Oh, my God. You don't know how much I was sweating bullets. You've got no idea. But, yeah, mate. Seriously. I know when you know, I feel like after 186 over-the-table sort of things, you feel like when you're around winners can kind of just like, they have a certain look, which is pretty cool, you know. Like, I don't know. Some people just are like kind of floaty, and we'll put it this way. Here's one for the punter listening. When my kids are in nippers, right, just like little local, some kids have no competition within them.
Yeah, no heart. That's what we say.
Yeah, but racers say that. Yeah. But there's some mums and dads out there that go, don't put competition in kids, and it confuses the hell out of me. Yeah. Because I think competition gets you away from drugs and shit. Like,
competition rocks.
Yeah, sort of competition translates to business and everything. You don't want to
healthy competition does. Maybe that's what.
What's healthy competition? What's unhealthy competition?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so healthy competition would be when you're playing a game of football and you don't have the fathers and mothers yelling, you know, putting pressure on the kids.
Oh, you want pressure. You want that
excitement. Not that kind of pressure, though.
Maybe talking about the right words. Like, you want to be told you're not... You can do your best. Like, do your best.
Come on, Johnny, you rock. Come on, make that pass.
Kind of...
That's not go like,
rooting for them.
Not good.
No, that kind of rooting for your kids good.
Yeah.
But when you've got, like, you know, like the aggressive ones on the sideline, like, that is... I think that's unhealthy.
Yeah.
I think it's unhealthy because it puts the kids under too much pressure. You know, and it's okay to lose sometimes, isn't it?
Well, sorry to talk about nippers for a second, but you can relate to this. There's one of the dudes that runs the nippers program. Yeah. He said to me, he goes, I put everything into our daughter, whatever her name is. She's competitive and she's the swimmer. But we've had this little boy, whatever his name is. He's just clearly not competitive.
Yeah.
So we just back off. He just has a good time here.
Yeah.
You know, that's where it's... So those same parents are just douchebags because all the other parents at the racetrack, at the bike track, and go, man, can't you see? Like, little Johnny is here for a good time. He's just not a competitive cat.
Yeah.
There's always a top six, I reckon, in kind of everything.
Oh, not everyone can win.
No, and you can't have parents can't live vicariously through their children. They shouldn't do that.
Rika, were you into any sports competitively?
My dad was one of those parents.
Was he to you?
Yeah. Oh. Well, see, because Dad was a boxer and a wrestler, and you got to remember my dad's like old, you know. So, and because he was from a poor Sly Grog operating background.
And you weren't a boy, let's face it.
No. We're talking about Dad when he was. This is before I was even born, but because he was actually really good at. Either, I can't remember which one, boxing or wrestling. He was actually really, really good at it. But because of his not so nice background, he wasn't allowed to make the Olympic team. So, you know, and that was kind of like gut-wrenching for him, I guess. But what happened was because, I had a thing for swimming and my sister had a thing for running marathons and my brother was really good at golf, he just forced us into it, and it was just so, you know, I used to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, swim like, you know, 1.5K.
Were you the middle child?
No, I was the first one.
Okay.
Swim 1.5K, then go to school, go to school, then Dad would take me to swimming lessons, and then I'd have to go swimming again for another 1.5K, and I'd be fucking rooted by the end, you know. And I couldn't do my homework.
At the time, though, did you feel like or did you feel looking back that, like,
No,
You
because then
always
I ended
didn't
up
like it?
resenting that. Like, I still don't like swimming.
You should have had a bike.
I should have.
Oh, nailed it.
You ready for the...